Did you know that one of the most important hurdles, and in fact, one of the most difficult ones that we have to cross in our own personal growth journey is the one where we need to look at ourselves more objectively? This is exactly what we're going to be discussing today. Hello and welcome back to On Air with Suma. Hope you're all doing great. It's been a week and I hope it's been a good week. So, one of the most important things for us to grow is to have confidence. And confidence does not come from, not knowing your imperfections, but definitely knowing them and still knowing your value. So, to get there, we need to figure out our own imperfections. And for that, we need to be able to look at ourselves objectively. So today we're going to be looking at how you can do that. The first and foremost is a simple trick, but one that's very effective. It's what I call the narrator mode. So think about narrating your own life. Let me give you an example. Let's say I talk about myself and I say, Suma woke up in the morning. She was filled with pang of anxiety when she thought about the entire list of things that need to be done for the day. She had a list of to-do things in her mind, and then she also had a list of things that she should have done last day. This is just an example. I do not wake up like that. You get where I'm coming from, right? When you start narrating every part of your day, you actually are looking at it very objectively. Now, one of the good things about this is while you are narrating, a narration is not judgmental. Like, I'm not telling myself, it's not like I'm saying, oh my God, I'm such a person full of anxiety. I'm not saying that. I'm actually just narrating it for what it is. And that is what it means to be objective. Now, that's definitely something we should it's a very simple trick, and I know it might sound weird the first few times when you do it. It's more or less like writing your own journal. In fact, that is also another way of looking at yourself objectively. So do that. While I said that, I just remembered I had this habit of writing a journal right from school, like I think maybe my 5th grade or something. I should definitely dig up that journal. I'm sure I'm going to find out a lot of things about myself. All right, moving forward, another thing is to actually look at yourself as you would look at a friend. Now, this also means, let's say there is a situation, and let's be honest, right? If a friend comes to you and asks you for help, or in fact, a friend tells you, you know what, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do. It's easier for us to come up with solutions. It's so much easier for us to come up with things that you can do to overcome that situation. But for some reason, when it's ourselves who are stuck in a similar situation, all those things just don't seem to pop up in our own head. Now, it's normal, this is very usual. And something we can do to overcome this is to look at ourselves objectively, or look at ourselves as our own friend, if you want to say that. Let's again look at an example. Let's say that I'm imagining a friend who's come to me and telling me that I have this problem and I need to solve this today and I don't know what to do. Like I said, my whole friend part of me is going to kick in with 100 solutions or 100 suggestions that I have to give him. Now, instead of waiting for a friend to come and do that for you, why don't you put yourself as that friend? Trust me, you're going to come up with solutions to 90% of your problems when you start thinking this way. I think you're getting the hang of what being objective, the perks of being objective can be. There is also the fact that however much we try, there is going to be a bit of subjectivity in the way we look at ourselves. And this is because nobody else has been in our shoes. Nobody has walked the difficult path or the easy ones that we've had to walk through. Hence, if you really truly want to be objective, you need to involve someone, a friend or a mentor, in your course of looking at yourself objectively. And that will kind of help you summarize or make sure that you actually do come up with the true facts. End of the day, we are all collecting facts here, right? This is data, this is facts, this is data that you can actually use to better yourself. Now, remember that thing I spoke about earlier, this is regarding confidence. Knowing all these things about yourself eventually helps you gain that confidence to move forward. While I did say a lot of these things and it does help you get over or look at yourself objectively, one difficult situation that you might find yourself in is being in your comfort zone. Now, being in your comfort zone does not always mean it is a good place to be. Now, I could be someone who watches TV 10 hours a day and eat a lot of junk food, and I call that my comfort zone. But that does not necessarily mean that it's a good thing. In fact, that's a very bad thing to do. So, sometimes you need to create a sense of urgency within yourself. If I don't do this by this time, then I'm going to have some problems. I'm going to have to deal with certain issues, or I'm going to have to do this. Give yourself timelines, give yourself some kind of urgency. I remember when I used to go for these long walks, somewhere down the way, I used to get tired. I used to keep telling myself, oh, let's just walk till that next pole. Now that next tree, some weird target I used to give myself. And for some reason it worked, it's like giving yourself that push instead of waiting for somebody else to do that for yourself. Now in today's world, it's so important that we become our own mentors, we become our own friend. At some times, it's just required, it's just needed. So remember what I told you and remember exactly what I spoke about, what really makes confidence or builds confidence. There you go. I do hope that you think over all those points that we just spoke about, and I do want to hear exactly what you came up with. And if you did implement some of these suggestions, please do let me know how that worked out for you. If you like this video and would like to see similar videos and want to grow together, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This is Suma, signing off.